This episode is brought to you by self-love. Now, I'm sure I've used this one before, but it's 2022, meaning that the definition of words change faster than women change their best friends. And we all know that women change their best friends faster than they change their draws. And at this point, I'm convinced that the new definition of self-love is false reassurance and advantage taking. Don't worry, I'll elaborate. I've noticed that a lot of people who's on the journey of self-love don't teach them shit about how to take people for granted. Some of the most self-love is key ass people still be the most insecure motherfuckers and use the word to justify why their selfishness has multiplied by 10. When people say things like, I gotta put me first, they're not saying I have to prioritize myself and put you second. They're really saying, I only care about myself and you get fucked over by me. That's a consequence of being associated with me while I'm on my journey for self love. There's nothing wrong with prioritizing yourself, but that selfish mentality ain't gonna do nothing but turn you into a dog mom. And that's a universal term to both you bitch niggas and you nigga bitches. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes.
Welcome to episode 74 of the Absence of Woes podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about their dumbass opinions, their dumbest perspectives, their dumbest mistakes, and their dumbest complaints. I'm your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to the fucking YouTube. If you're an audio-only listener and you're still not on YouTube, I don't know the fuck why, but Limelight Vibes is coming to live stream at the top of the new year, and you're going to love it because Penrose gets up there and does poems about eating women's pussies. And that shit is hilarious. So subscribe to the fucking YouTube because you're not going to find that on an audio platform. But the new open mic for Limelight Vibes is going to start live streaming at the top of the year. And then the second week of the year is going to be Penrose versus Anybody podcast. It's going to start coming out. And then the third week of the year, Rap and Wrestle is going to be coming out. So make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube so that way you don't have to follow 7 different audio platforms for your fucking YCC entertainment content. But find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, fucking Apple Music if your life sucks and you like Apple products. And join us on YCC.com, YCCentertainment.com. Subscribe to the Patreon for as low as $1. You can get some of the most entertaining content added on to already the most entertaining content that you can possibly find on the internet. So we're out here. Join in. Subscribe to YouTube, go to the website. Yeah, that's it. Streams of Consciousness. What is Streams of Consciousness 5? Holy fucking shit. And to say that this started because I wanted a female roundtable and none of them bitches showed. So here we are doing Streams of Consciousness for the 5th time. Because I'm just going to assume that every time I do this, it's because I wanted to bring a woman onto the podcast and she said no because she's toxic. Not because I'm toxic, but because she's toxic. So Streams of Consciousness 5, which means I have the greatest 3 people to be on a Streams of Consciousness. J-Pat Production in the back.
Gang, gang.
Our episode fucking 1 guest and what? You're past a handful now, right?
Yeah, but definitely past a handful.
So there you go. That's how many times he's been on this fucking show. Our number 1 Patreon of the year. Episode 2 guest. Super woke Hotep nigga extraordinaire. Hulk's biggest hater.
Oh, wait.
And lover of all things white. Q is here.
I couldn't even give Marvel to that. White ice is colder.
Look. Tell him about it.
White ice is colder.
That's crazy.
And black owned.
Now, lover of all black-owned businesses. That's funny. And our fucking Streams of Consciousness vet. See, here it says Streams of Consciousness 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jay Carter is here as well.
What's good? Gang.
Thank you guys for joining us on this super late fucking Saturday night. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah.
I just want to say real quick, thanks for having me.
Did you?
And I ain't know
all that suspense just to say that.
Well, that and man, I'm sorry it took me 13 years to watch Film Z. Because that nigga Shiki is the man.
That's crazy, nigga.
Baby girl. Baby girl. That's my nigga.
Yeah, just now. See? Wait, you mean no? You see Strong World?
Strong World. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's
Yeah.
crazy that it took you so
Yeah.
long to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen clips, but I decided to just start like watching like everything like anime movies, like from one to like all of them. So yeah, that shit was
That's crazy.
my guy.
But that's pre-time skip One Piece.
it is.
I don't think any of it.
You know,
It is. Brooke was in it, but it is.
Are you still ignoring One Piece, or are you keeping up with it, Quinn?
I read the manga. Yeah, I only read it.
That's crazy. So I guess we can go to get into these fucking topics. And yeah, you're bad for waiting 10 years to watch fucking Strong World. Sin of the day?
I still haven't seen Strong World.
Okay, Jeremy, we're past that.
No, that's my sin of the day. Apparently.
All right. I hate you. Sin of the day. Testing the waters of being provocative. Am I the only person that does that shit? Because I was talking to this girl while she was at her job, and I asked her something wild, and then I stopped and I was like, "I'm sorry, that was crazy. I shouldn't ask you that." And she's like, "No, it's like I hear provocative stuff all the time, so it's nothing new." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess that means that I need to up the antes because when you tell me that, like you're used to what I'm saying, I have to figure out like what's the limit of what I can say." So that I can see how much fun I can have with the conversation. But is that like the floodgates of harassment?
Yeah, that's like asking HR to come see you. Man.
Not necessarily.
But she said it's acceptable. So I'm trying to figure out
You're
what is
trying
unacceptable.
to gauge. You're just trying to gauge shock value. Trying to figure out what you can't figure out.
How did your internet go so smooth before and then it started getting choppy?
Because I hit the record button. That's how that works. Once we was live.
No, that's not how that works.
Nah, man, it's the internet.
Nah, he playing video games. That's what it is. He using up the bandwidth at home.
It's probably because NSA heard you saying the words that should not have been said.
We haven't even gotten into that part of the conversation.
No, but still.
Oh, you're talking about before?
prior to
us
us getting on the
recording.
air, yeah, and it was like, oh, okay.
Don't worry, when we talk about Kanye, that shit will come back up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be tapped in for that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's what a Patreon's for. I don't expect money from YouTube. So with that being said, yes, I feel like you should always be willing to test the waters because you got to figure out what's acceptable and what's not. How do we know what point in PC culture we are in if we don't know what the limit is?
It's very true. It's kind of like the thumb in the butt.
See what I'm saying? He gets it.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, you don't go full balls deep off break, but like you gotta rub the rim with the thumb.
No. No.
no, not even a little bit.
Because I feel like it's a per case basis, right? Like,
Yes,
it's
but the
gonna
per
change
case is
from person to person.
Correct.
There's no set limit, right?
no. The basis is the thumb in the butt, but the per person.
No, that's how you
much.
test. That's how you test levels. Understand?
Yeah, I stay away from that.
What, testing the waters or the thumb in the butt?
I guess both.
I think that's synonymous in this situation.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. I think
Nah, fuck that. I'm always trying to figure out what's the limit and what's the line. Because then I know what not to cross. But I gotta know. You gotta establish something for me to know. But that is why it's my sin of the day, because I'm continuing to do it with no regard whatsoever. So yeah, you hear that, audience. Put the thumb in the button. That's my lesson for the day, as well as my sin of the day.
No dry thumbs though. So
no dry
take that how you please.
yeah, you gotta suck that 21st.
Take that.
However you want it.
I thought that was just like very easily understandable.
You would think, but there's some savages out here.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You rub the rim of the Hennessy bottle before you put it in her butt.
Yikes. Sounds like some on nigulations.
That's a different kind of nigga. Them.
You know, someday somebody shit. Regulations, and I'm here for it.
That's crazy. Woe of the week. We getting through these shits fast because we gotta get into some bags. And I know this Kanye conversation is gonna take us some time. Thinkers versus doers. My woe of the week is thinkers versus doers. with the out branching that we've been doing with the events in Woodbridge and the events in Manassas, I'm starting to running into a lot of people that are all about branding and name culture and trying to get images out there, and they're all just half-assed planners, and none of them actually put the work forth to actually get anything done. Like everybody wants to be a chief, nobody wants to be an Indian. And too many people think that they can conquer the world, but they don't know how to march, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Definitely makes sense.
So, and that's the one thing I've been noticing a lot. Now it's becoming a headache because of this culture or this day and age where people don't understand putting in the work because they see people get on YouTube and they get rich. But
I blame LLC Twitter.
Say what?
I blame LLC Twitter.
Right. Yikes.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
Man,
It's
everyone's
wild.
like,
That's a place.
you
do
gotta
that.
be a business owner.
Don't do that. YCC is an LLC. But YCC
Yes.
has shown its growth in its defense.
Yeah.
So
I'm just talking about those Twitter people who try to make it seem that everyone has to be a business owner, and they forget the fact that some people have to be customers and consumers of products.
no.
Or
Everybody can be a
employees.
millionaire.
Or employees.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the employees. Like,
That's part of the problem.
No, they cannot. But
Everybody can be a business owner. That's what I keep. Everybody can be a millionaire. All you need is a smartphone. And if you didn't become a millionaire, it's your fault.
I mean,
Yep.
well, that may
sounds
be
real.
true.
Sounds real.
That may be.
That's what
It
the
may be
YouTube
your
community is talking about.
But going back to what you were saying,
LLC Twitter.
He gonna keep that LLC Twitter going. If this episode wasn't called Streets of Consciousness 5, we'd call it LLC Twitter.
LLC Twitter. Oh, yeah, I get down. I could get down with the thinkers versus doers thing, especially from your perspective, where yes, like you said, you have an LLC, but you also have a portfolio of work. To back that up, to need an LLC. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, like you said, worried about branding and all this other shit, but you don't really know what the fuck they do.
And that's what pisses me off because of the LLC or the company that I have is with YCC. I find myself partnering with a lot of people, but like the wave is different, and that's why I always tell people you can't get in front of YCC. You can only be with me or behind me, because there's only so many people that like who's created an image for which I want to follow, like Speaker Box Entertainment, the motherfuckers that have all those fucking or World Press podcasts. People like that, they have all these conglomerates of podcasts and shows and shit. Sure, I'm trying to be something like that, but then when I deal with a bunch of LLCs, or like when I was first started looking for a video editor, kept running up into people and be like, oh, I got my own video editing company. Okay, well, this ain't gonna work because I already know you don't have a portfolio. I can see the type of person you are. Sorry, I'm making assumptions, but I can already see the type of person you are. I know you have a shit portfolio. So, and the fact that you're saying you have your own company, I know you're looking to build your brand. But you're trying to use me to build your brand, and you're not giving me what I need because I need somebody that's going to come work with me. Or I need a employee, not an outsourcer.
Sounds very specific, but okay.
Yeah, nobody just wants to put in the work. They want that instinct, gratification.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. No, you don't have any work, and nobody also wants to like get under somebody else's plan. Like it's very rare these days that you see people. They're like, all right, hey, I understand I'm not number one, but let me be the best number 3 out this motherfucker. Or let me be the best number 4 out this motherfucker. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but
I mean, it doesn't change reality. You know what I'm saying? The quicker you realize you player 3, the quicker you can get onto your player 3 duty.
But people don't like the title of support character.
Hey man, Yoshi the hardest motherfucker on that.
Right?
Hey, I tell you what, Mario's whole squad win.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't a motherfucker on Mario's squad that you don't know or that ain't recognizable. You might not know his name, that motherfucking name, but you like, oh, you from Mario's team. Like, You know them boys. Like,
You also know who Tails is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
very true. Very true.
Support characters have a role. They're some of the most important.
Ain't it a whole lot of Mo Sonics? I don't know none of them other niggas. I know Tails though.
Yeah, Shadow, Silver. Don't disrespect
Three
Knuckles like
in
that.
that situation, Knuckles.
I don't know. I'm not exactly.
I feel like Knuckles was always an outlier character. He was always his own story, you know? I don't think he was ever a support. Yeah, okay, he's a support character.
The point is, support
Knuckles wasn't his
matter,
Vegeta?
right? You know Casey from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's crazy.
You do.
I'm
But
just saying.
he knew his role.
We knew
know what I'm
Alfred and Zordon.
Bruh. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this?
They
Like,
knew they roles.
But nobody wants to go around with the title saying, I'm a support character.
that's because people don't realize the power in being a support character. Support characters are important.
All right.
Yeah. I agree.
This is very true. You got to weaken the boss before the main nigga pull up.
Cannon fodder.
You got to show everybody just how strong the boss is.
Right? Right?
The mid-level boss.
Saitama.
Yeah.
No. That's why people don't want to be a
Everybody in
support
One
character.
Man. One Man is such a great. He's all that character. This story.
That's crazy.
Man.
That is One Punch Man.
Bro,
much
the entire lineup of One Punch Man have support characters.
All I gotta say is the Z Fighters pulled up to every single fight. Okay?
Even if they never threw a punch, they were there.
They pulled up to every single fight. You know why? Because even they knew they had to be there to support, right?
Wait on go. Like, hey, I can't beat your ass. But when I go,
Wait till my homie pull up.
Right?
man.
I'm gonna be here to watch and not be able to keep up with the fight because they moving so fast. Still on the scene.
Wait till my homie pull up and I give him and I sacrifice my sensu bean, nigga. It's about to be a wrap.
Sacrifice myself.
Yeah, Yamcha is what made Dragon Ball so great, though. Yeah, you need support characters.
That's why I'm trying
Need
to, bro. Support characters are important.
Yo, Yamcha being the reason that Dragon Ball Z is great is crazy.
Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z.
Z.
All right.
Not Dragon Ball Z. Let's, you know, you
I was
gotta
about to
keep it
say, that's
Yeah, that.
crazy.
Hey, nobody was fucking with the Wolf Fist, right?
real. Oh my god.
That was the every time.
Wolfang Fist was a problem, and Budokai won and nothing since.
Budokai.
Why? Bruh, he could control his little spirit ball. Yo,
Yeah.
why was that not as
Yamcha Spirit Bomb was a problem, and Budokai won and nothing since.
bruh?
We don't talk about it enough, fam. We don't talk about it
That's
enough.
crazy. Everybody else's beams go straight. Beams and balls go straight. I can control mine, and nigga, I'm getting waxed. Like, man, that was wasting potential. Yeah.
Literally, my man.
No, I don't do that to Piccolo. He had a Hellstone grenade. No,
Oh,
not
man.
the Hellstone grenade. The thing where he.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Hellstone grenade. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Let's be real. My man Yamcha clearly went to King Kai and got the next level of training that Goku didn't get because he could control the shit. Let's be real.
But did he ever use that in the series?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Actually,
I
don't
feel
know.
like he might have used it once.
Well, Goku didn't learn the Spirit Bomb until Dragon Ball Z. And who did Yamcha fight where he would use that on?
No, he just
speaking
showed
of
up for
that,
support.
Yo,
That's very
key in with the joint though.
That Tri-Beam Blast?
Yeah.
That was some side character work right there.
You know
It
what I'm
was.
saying?
That a cell?
Turn
Hold on,
circles
hold on.
into squares.
Right. He turned the triangles into squares, bro. Like, let's talk about that. That's the power that only a support character can bring.
Man, I can't even move on that.
When you change how functions work and math problems don't make sense anymore, you realize you've made it as a support character.
Motherfuckers scratching their head at that shit to this day. Like, how the fuck did he do that? That's the power of support character, bro.
That's fair. I'll give you that. If that's the argument for how great it can be as a support character, I need to tell more people about that. Brad, you can turn triangles into squares. That's gonna be my opening argument.
They're like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. Look it up.
The main character can never.
Historical documented facts of this shit, bro.
That part. So yeah, that's what Jesus. Sloppy Nelson makes an appearance. So that's my will of the week is dealing with the people that don't know how to be. They're thinkers, but they're not doers in the sense of like, there's nothing wrong with having the ideas, but your ability to commit to the idea and follow through and make it actually happen is the determining factor as to like how much you get accomplished. Anybody can come up with an idea. Picasso can sit there and think about all kinds of fucking artwork all damn day. But if you can't make anything out of it, you can't turn your ideas into reality, then what the fuck are your thoughts for? It's a waste of brain space as far as I'm concerned. So, and I need this new age culture to get out of that idea, to say the least.
Fall in line, support.
Or just do. If everybody who fucking thought did, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But like I said, everybody wants to be a thinker, and then nobody really wants to put in the fucking work. So, can we get into the topic everybody's waiting for?
Yes.
Kanye.
Yes.
Here's my question about this. Is because we argued this last episode that that people throw around mental health and like depression, anxiety, and all that shit. They throw it around like fucking loosies. Like trauma is one thing. I let people have trauma, but these medical diagnoses, people throw them around, and it takes away the weight that they hold. I honestly believe. Like people don't look at him as superior. Oh, he's just being anxious, or he's just being depressed and shit like that. But I think we're also to that point where we blame things that shouldn't be blamed on mental health. So things that we don't understand, we say it's because of mental health. And I don't, for as long as I've been a Kanye fan, I've never thought that Kanye, like the next thing Kanye does is out of pocket. Because I've always thought of Kanye as a crazy nigga.
Yeah, his whole career has been based off of controversy.
His entire career. But are we at that point where we're still arguing that there's something mentally wrong with Kanye? Because I don't really think his bipolarness is something that, I mean, it's a disability technically. Say what?
It's not something to argue. It's just there's something wrong with it, but it's for him, so.
And that's why I'll say his bipolarness is technically a mental disability, and that's fine. But I'm not going to say that his mental health is a reason why he does what he does. I'm just going to say Kanye has always been the type of person that fights against the grain. And are we now making a bigger deal about it because the culture has moved in such a PC fashion where Kanye's still saying shit that was probably unacceptable. I mean, that's probably acceptable 10, 20 years ago, but now he's saying it today, and more people are like, hey, you can't say that anymore?
If we were to move under the impression that Kanye's current actions is all based off of mental health issues, I feel like we'd also have to rewind back and say that everything he's ever done has been mental health issues, right? Because he's always been about controversy.
But is it mental health as the reason?
I don't think so. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's what it is. That's what we're blaming it on now. But from Through the Wire with the Emmett Till line till present day, controversy.
Yeah. George Bush doesn't care about black people?
It's
I'm really happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish.
There's always been controversy, so I don't understand why, one, people are surprised. At this point, I just expect Kanye to just say Kanye things. Yes. I just didn't think there was a line that could be crossed where, everything goes up in flames.
You can't cross the anti-Semitic line today.
I don't even know what DEFCON 4 is. I'm going to be real with you. So I don't even know if he actually crossed the line.
But technically, if you base it off what DEFCON 4 means, no. People just heard DEFCON and they lost it.
What does DEFCON 4 mean?
DEFCON 4 is actually a way to describe it that I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's like being aware. Did you say DEFCON 4 or DEFCON 3?
That was DEFCON 4. It might have been 3. I don't know.
4.
Right? It was 4, right?
Yeah, I believe it was 4.
I was like, dang, bro, you skipped 3 levels?
I don't
get the warnings for 1, 2, and 3. You just right at 4 already? Shoot.
A lot of angles. The crazy thing, I think maybe people are looking at him saying he's crazy, not because of the things that he's saying.
Hold on, Carter. DEFCON 4, the description is increased intelligence watch and strengthened security measures. So the readiness level would be above normal readiness.
So
because DEFCON works backwards.
Oh.
Yeah. So if he said DEFCON 1, that would have been crazy. That means exercise term is cocked pistol for that.
Yeah.
DEFCON 4 is double take.
Yeah, Let me keep an eye. Mike, let me keep an eye on you.
What,
and
double
that's
take? Oh, yeah, nah.
So I'm watching y'all.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what he said.
yes, exactly. The crazy, like the crazy thing or the mental health shit. I don't think people are saying that because of like what he's saying. I think maybe they're saying it because like, yo, they're like everybody else is like, yo, you can't say that. Not like you're crazy for saying that in public where like it could be spread out and people can like hear you
But
say
Kanye,
that and things
Kanye
like
has
that.
always done that.
But I understand that. I understand that. And now I think he's doing it to a point to make a point.
Like he's trying to bring
Because
awareness to situations.
Correct.
DEFCON 4.
Which is why, which is why the narrative needs to now be painted that he's crazy. Because if he's crazy, we can't believe anything he says.
And
Hello, white America, assassinate my character.
It's almost like that man's been talking to us, right?
yeah. And he said, yo, watch this. He said, yo, I'm about to do some shit and they're gonna call me crazy. So whatever the fuck they do, you know, it's just y'all just watch. He did that on the Drink Champs interview that they pulled
Now
down.
they gonna kill me for this.
Yeah.
That was the line of the episode right there.
Yeah. and that was the start of it. And ever since, he's been on a tear. And
I mean, even before Drink Champ, when did Kanye's fucking when did people start? Well,
Calling Kanye crazy?
yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish.
That slavery was a choice thing.
Oh,
okay.
Slavery was a choice. That's when they really started calling him crazy.
Well, that's when the black people was like, all right, fam. I don't know.
We can't.
Yeah, only the old heads cared about the Taylor Swift thing.
Oh no. Wait, was the slavery was a choice thing? Was that the same time as the talking to Jay-Z on stage joint? Like the show where it was a show and all he did was talk for 20 minutes straight. And he was just talking. And he was like, call me, Jay-Z. Call me. You didn't come to the wedding. This was
I remember
when
that,
was that?
But that was before slavery was a choice. But that was more like you had to be like TMZ, People's Magazine kind of involved. When the culture got involved, that was when
like
slavery
was a choice. Okay.
Yeah, that's when people
I
started
get
saying, "Oh, Kanye's off his knockers now."
Okay. Yeah.
But Kanye always comes and says crazy stuff like that, and then he makes an argument as to why he said that. And there's a difference of opinion. That's why I don't really mind what he's doing. He's like, "Oh, I believe that this," or "I said this because we need to draw more attention to that." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I think there's a better way to get it, but I understand that there's a bigger plight than you just saying something fucking stupid."
But
that's another thing. Yeah, he is the worst person to be in short form anything. Like those interviews where he got 3 hours to just go. Mm-hmm. That's how you need to hear him. You don't need to hear him in any other way, because.
But that's not how this culture works. We don't take in. We're 7-second culture.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we're a 7-second culture, but it's up to the people that give him the platform, like have a responsibility. I can see now that they just fucking with this nigga, and they've always fucked with this nigga. Because if you sit down with this nigga for an hour plus and have a straight conversation with them, I can't be the only person that listens to his long form conversations and be like, oh, okay, I understand where you coming from.
But you're probably one of the few people, and I'm sure a lot of us in this room are. You're one of the few people that say, hey, I'm going to listen to what he's actually saying in this argument. Or I heard this Twitter clip or this TikTok clip or this Instagram clip, and now I want to find out more about what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, because hey guys, I passed my Virginia Standards of Learning English test, which involved me looking at a word and then looking at the context clues of that word and figuring out, like, oh, I have to look at the whole thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Not, like, what the fuck the person, like.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The sound bites kill him.
Slavery is a choice. Kill everybody.
Slavery is a choice. That's not even a full sentence.
Sound bites kill everybody. I built these podcast brands off of sound bites. I want you to see 60 seconds of a 2-hour conversation so you could be like, wait a minute, what?
God, yes, but a lot of people will say, wait a minute, what? And then just keep scrolling. They won't say, wait a minute, what? Let me go see what the fuck this person is saying. They'll just say, oh.
Y'all hear what Kanye
that person's
said?
an asshole.
Slavery is a choice.
Yeah, that person's an asshole.
Nothing
Let
else.
me let me join in on the people saying that this
But
person is an
but
asshole.
see, and that's what I get that. I get that people are like they'll watch the 7-second clip and then they'll think something and then they'll like keep moving. But I don't understand how people are so like, and it's just a difference of understanding how people work. But I don't understand how people can watch such limited context cues and be able to make such a broad fucking like a statement about it off the 7 seconds of a 3-hour conversation that you saw, and you're basically like you have a person figured out.
What was it that Denzel said? He said if you keep up with the if you don't read the news, you're uninformed, and if you keep up with the news, you're misinformed.
You're misinformed. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's a lose-lose
that-
situation on purpose, bro.
That's crazy.
I, would, I would say that, but
I would. He's right. It's a lose-lose situation. You got to just
purpose.
know just enough information.
On purpose.
well, it's all where you get it from. Like now I like to read like the news now because
I've always been that guy.
when I hear the news, if the person isn't just reading the news to you, it always has an undertone. It always has an undertone of how they feel about it, instead of just saying like, "Hey, this happened in the world. Feel what the fuck you want to feel about it."
Correct. I agree. But see, and that's why.
So-
But even that, like just for the sake of finding the news, like when I literally found out because I hadn't been on social media the day Takeoff got shot, but I found that news out because I was looking for articles to talk about on Protest and Riot. So I didn't find that out from Twitter, but as soon as I found out about it, that's when I started looking into more articles about the situation, as opposed to typing hashtag Takeoff. Because that's what most people do when they hear something crazy is going on. What's the first thing they do? They go to their social media and
They
type
go,
in the hashtag.
yeah. Wow, I didn't even know people did that.
Yes,
but
that's how
yeah,
people find
you're
out
right.
their news about shit. But they go to Twitter and they type in the hashtag to find out how much information they can find out about something. That's
did.
fucking crazy to me.
I went smooth to Twitter to see if I can find that video leaked.
What video leak?
That Takeoff getting shot.
That's crazy.
Yo, no.
Not because I was like about to cheer for the shooter or anything. I wanted to see if it
No.
was
I'm
true.
tired of seeing niggas die on camera.
That's what I was about to say. After that not after the George Floyd shit, but
The
after
PNB
that little era,
PNB Rock for me.
didn't know they
for me it was
released
a
that.
little bit before that. Like the last time we got together,
no, that
and
was
I watched. Oh, go ahead.
The wait, you talking about last time we did a streets conscious?
Yeah.
The execution style killing? That was
Yeah.
that was no, George Floyd was my line for the police officers. But and specifically with the rappers, the PNB Rock kind of just that was my
Because he wasn't the first one as well.
No, he wasn't. But like
Yeah.
the PNB Rock thing really pissed me off because of the what did I say?
Your call.
Call ends in 10 minutes.
How is that a thing?
Limit of 1
Uh-oh.
hour. That's crazy.
I don't know what I just did.
That's crazy.
Everybody's still on camera though.
Yeah. Well, they're not
Yeah.
on camera technically. Because you just move their screen out the way.
Where did I move it back?
Oh God.
Which icon am I looking?
Oh God. Stand by, everybody. 'Cause Jeremy's fucking shit up.
I was born in the early part of the 90s. So.
That's crazy.
Me too.
My tactical
91.
Well, excuse me, guys, it's my turn to speak. I don't need y'all fucking this up for me. Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say it's the other tab? You know what I'm saying? Things could have been so much simpler.
That's so crazy.
Boy, you better get them 2 terabytes.
Bro, I'm like,
Mm.
I couldn't help myself. The break card.
Do we all need to update?
All right, everybody, get your pens and pads ready. I got Nelson's card number on.
no, that's not enough. All right, we should be good.
Run it up. Run it up, ladies and gentlemen.
If the call kills, we'll call them back. I promise.
Wait,
So,
should I hit extend call again or nah? Should I just leave that joint alone?
Say what?
Should I hit extend call again?
Yes.
Nah, I should have left that joint alone. You lied to me.
All right. Can you full screen that too? There you go. All right. What were we talking about? Fuck. Yeah, no, the PNB Rock was the last thing I could take about like these rappers getting killed. But
Yeah,
the
people
police
get- yeah.
brutality was for the police brutality was a different argument that I'm having with them. It was a black on black crime. That's what it was. The B&B riot killed me for the black on black crime, but the George Floyd killed me for the police officers. So actually, it was really Dave Chappelle's stand up. But
For sure.
yes, I can't watch these videos of these rappers getting shot.
Well, I watched. I mean, to be fair, I watched the video to see what the situation was. Right.
What was
I
going
was
on?
hoping in my heart that it was a little bit different from the story that was being told.
What was the story being told?
Niggas.
Basically, bro, like
Niggas.
how much
Nigga
money
shit,
do you
bro.
gotta make to stop playing dice games?
Nigga shit, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Especially
that's
out
fucking,
with like just
Bro, I
regular
haven't-
people, bro.
I haven't
Dice
played,
games.
bro, I haven't played dice since before I graduated high school, fam.
And it was literally just, to Carter's point, a typical nigga moment. Playing some dice games, niggas get to talking shit. Somebody pulls out and starts shooting, basically.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. And you people, like,
You people.
like, not even you people, but I'm trying to.
Jesus.
No,
Warning.
but what I'm
Cancel
saying
culture
is,
is imminent.
You niggas.
Right.
I was trying to say the opposite of that. Like, I was literally trying to say, you niggas are royalty.
Yeah,
Why are we playing?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Dice
why
games.
are we shooting dice,
dice games.
The same
At
reason
the
the cartoon
bowling
stars are
alley.
making porn.
fam?
I mean, is that the same?
I would.
It's the
You know
exact
what?
same thing.
But you know what?
You are royalty.
They did that
Why
in a
are you
controlled
still doing
environment. They did that in a controlled environment.
Anything
that was
right
a whole
in the
production.
control environment.
Right.
They did. That was a whole production.
But there was no lives at stake.
Yes,
There was
but
no
like,
even chance
fam,
of losing a life. You know,
there is
Like,
literally a place to do that to your heart's content.
The crib.
yes.
No.
Oh wait, were we talking about the porn or the
Casino.
dice?
Both. Oh well.
My man said both, bro, both.
But
I get you. Yeah, the casino.
there's a place for gambling, fam. Actually, the dice game stopped once poker became a thing, my guy.
That's for damn sure.
Once my family learned how to play poker, the dice games stopped. It was poker games at the crib. After that,
Yeah. We still in the spades era.
I'm about to say, yeah, we still playing space.
true. Yes, we still playing spades, but what I'm saying is we're not shooting dice.
No, we're not.
We're not shooting dice for money.
But it's not even just the shooting dice. It's like your takeoff. Who are you shooting dice with? You know what I'm saying?
You're-
Like,
Yeah.
if it's not like, Too Short, Drake, like, what? Why are you shooting dice with regular ass people, bro?
in their hood.
He wasn't shot by nobody famous. It's not like
It's not like he
That's
got-
another thing.
it's not like Boosie rolled up on him and shot him. Like,
That's
bro.
another thing. You are royalty in a city with their royalty. This is like when the Lannisters pulled up on the Starks, nigga.
All right.
Like,
Crazy.
holy shit. And niggas died. God damn it. Fuck. But yeah, bro, this is like when the Lannisters pulled up on the Starks. Like nothing of like smoke was supposed to happen. Was supposed to come of this. We were supposed to eat, fuck, and be merry.
And,
Shooting dice, fam. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Y'all niggas want to talk about crazy people.
This shit just baffled me.
And niggas that get rich and still do broke nigga shit is crazy to me.
Beyond crazy,
That's
bro.
what you blame mental health on. No disrespect to Takeoff, but like in that element of niggas doing that kind of stuff, yes, you niggas is mental health.
And I just don't get it. That's why I looked for the video though, because I was really hoping.
That it was something that you.
It was a different situation,
These
like-
niggas were at a country club.
No, not even that. Like maybe he was by some people playing dice, right? And then some shit popped off. Like I'm thinking like, because like when I originally saw it, it was like basically he was hit by a stray round, right? So that could have been anything. Okay, wrong place, wrong time, whatever, right?
Yeah,
No, you were at the center of the shit.
that's
Like,
some nigga beef. Yo, rich ass. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how we got on the. We went from George Floyd, from the black on blacks, from the police brutality. We were talking about before that for the.
Oh, trending. How we receive our news. I
Yeah,
said, yeah.
And I don't remember where we got from there because somebody made the Denzel Washington reference when we were talking about Kanye.
That was definitely me.
Okay. So yeah, we're
Oh,
back.
sound bites.
Sound bites are coming back.
Yeah. Like,
But I'm 100% convinced that I don't think like we should continue. And obviously we're all Kanye fans, but I think that agenda, that narrative needs to stop being pushed. That he's crazy and his mental health is taking advantage, and he needs to see a doctor and shit like that. It's like Kanye's always been this person. Kanye's always been a stand outside of the crowd. The difference is the nigga has, because he's one of the greatest influencers, if not the greatest. I will argue for the greatest, but you're not going to argue me one of the greatest influencers of musical influencers of the last 2 decades. So with that being said, yes, the guy has power to do a lot to change people if he wanted to.
But on the flip side, role models, J. Cole, 2011, first one.
Wait, what?
That sound like the Bible. No, the song Role Models, for real. It came out in like 2011. And the very first verse was about Kanye. The second verse was about Wale. Third verse was about, Jermaine Cole himself. But literally, I'm not even, I shit you not, bro. Listen to the joint recently. And my man's literally laid out Kanye's whole timeline in that song.
he did. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I remember the song because I remember everybody pointing out that J. Cole was going at Kanye. Mm-hmm. No, false prophets. That's what you're thinking about.
That's what it is.
Not role models,
Yeah.
False prophets. My bad. That's
Is
why I was
it
throwing
role
you off.
models? Don't
I said
say
role
her.
models, right? I was like, oh wait, how did you get it?
I knew what he was going with. I knew
False
where he was
prophets.
going.
I was confused. I was like, what this nigga sitting on a bus? And I remember he telling me not to say my hoe in role models.
Yeah.
That was also a message to Kanye.
This is very
Don't
true.
save her. You don't want to be saved.
Like, yeah, we need your beats, sir. She's gonna fuck it up for everyone.
Yep,
if you
and
do
then
this.
look at him. Now I ain't got to
No.
charge more, twice the $200K.
But
for
but even that false prophets is actually proof that Kanye's been doing the same shit all along.
Bruh, I don't know if y'all play God of War Ragnarok, but we have the norms have told us there is no scripture, there is no prophecy, there is nothing. There are just people in the predictable movements. I'm sorry. The only reason we can tell what you're going to do in the future is based off what you've done in the past. And you kill gods. And that is why you will always kill gods. Shout out to the norms of God of War Ragnarok. They told me a very valuable lesson because I was like, oh my God, there's no such thing as future sight. There is just understanding predictable people.
Yeah, bro, you gotta know where you've been in order to know where you're going.
But and all that goes back to my argument though. I just think because the way the culture has moved in a more PC fashion, that people have a bigger problem with what Kanye's doing. Because we're basically like, I don't know if Q's coming back. Yeah, he disappeared to go be a father.
Makes sense.
But in the realm of the PC culture moving that the way it has, people are just a little bit more outspoken about what they disagree with and what people are doing. So now they have their issues with what Kanye's saying. And again, for me, I've been following this nigga since Blueprint 1. I was following this nigga before College Dropout. So I remember when Jay-Z said the first time he met Kanye was standing on a table in the middle of the fucking music room saying, I'm the greatest.
The man's been on a sick one his whole life.
His entire life.
I don't. What was the line when that man said, with my fucking ego, I can stand here
In
with
a
a Speedo?
and still be looked at like a fucking hero.
That's when I knew he was off his rocker. That right there.
So
And that was only because I gave the Emmett Till line a shaky.
that Emmett Till line was crazy.
It was. Again,
Your camera.
I believe that when people now label this man as crazy, mental health, I truly believe it's like, yo, because now that's the argument that I hear after this the Fuhrer shit. It's yo, you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not them saying, yo, there's something wrong with this nigga. It's saying like, yo, you understand that you can't say that. Why would you say that? You're crazy. Like, that's how I'm looking at it now, and it's just like, yo, y'all are proving.
Who the fuck does Twitter think they are? The goddamn gatekeepers for what I'm allowed to walk up and say?
Yeah, well, it's not Twitter, it's the world.
It's
That's what I'm saying. It's the world. It's the world, bro.
I mean, yes, but it's Twitter.
Now I believe it's bigger than Twitter because now you can say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. You can say and be whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. Twitter is the new Instagram. Elon owns Twitter.
No,
Twitter is the new
is the
Instagram
old
now.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
Twitter is the artist formerly known as Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, like the whole. That's why I think the mental health thing is coming from. But again, y'all are proving his point when he said like, "Yo,
They
this
gonna kill me
isn't.
for this? Oh,
This is a construct. Like,
you niggas are bots.
yeah, like y'all are being controlled. We're not free because you see what they're doing to all of us. You see what they did to Nick. You see what they did. You see what they're doing to me in real time right
you
now.
motherfuckers, you have an opportunity to be able to see what's bigger, but you motherfuckers continue to be NPCs and you continue to be bots to the system. You niggas
Exactly.
choose to be slaves.
Exactly.
Full circle. Kanye's right. Slavery was a choice. There it is.
Ahead of its time. And it's funny that people like want to say the mental health thing, but on the other side, when he's saying like, "Hey fam, they're fucking me up." The times that he say he's fucked up in the head, that's when people just write him off and be like, you're
Kanye
just
should shut the
bullshitting.
fuck up. Yeah, whenever the guy says I need help, I'm struggling, my mental health is at this level, people will write him off and tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Nobody has. I don't think I've seen anyone come out and say like, "Yo, we need to wrap our arms around this guy." And at no point,
That's a lie. Childish Gambino said it.
well,
Childish Gambino, he made a whole music video about it. Remember with Michelle Obama hugging Kanye?
he's
Childish
he's
Gambino,
Childish
another man
Gambino.
ahead of his time.
Exactly. He's him. He's an alien. Of course, he's gonna look out for his fellow aliens.
Yeah, I was say now I'm thinking about it. No, I feel like Kanye might have
But-
been dropping us hints.
And honestly, like the whole,
That
the whole Woody.
that daddy life rough, ain't it?
Father?
That daddy life hard, ain't it? This nigga came back after 35 minutes.
Father?
I can see the grace through
Boy.
the damn camera, nigga. We got your ass at 4K, nigga.
Oh my God.
That nigga looks stressed.
You just gotta name one the leader, and the rest of the gray hairs fall in line, bro. That's what I did with Gary a long
That
time
nigga
ago.
look like a tired dad right there.
That's high, boss.
Hey, I don't know if y'all knew, but Mazel Tov to Quinn. He got a little girl on the way.
Oh shoot, Mazel Tov.
Hey. Oh man.
Yeah, y'all heard it here first. YCC Entertainment.
Complete.
You gonna name her Shuri or Riri?
Neither.
Oh, okay.
Be after his mom. Should be named after her mother.
There we go. Even better.
So you're not gonna call her Jennifer? Hulk's sister?
Oh, okay.
Cousin, but no.
Cousin, but yeah.
Not after her performance, right?
I love that show. Fuck you niggas.
I love it too. I'm trying to figure out why everybody else was so upset.
Everything but the end. Nah, the end was just.
I thought that was the perfect way to end that show.
Yeah, it was a little weird. However,
She asked about the X-Men. That's all I cared about.
you know what triggered me? The twerking with Megan Thee Stallion.
That was crazy.
That was the most pandering shit I've
She should
ever
have did it in her regular human form instead of doing that.
She did do it in a regular
Bruh.
human form because I watched it behind the scenes.
Well,
Yeah.
She had a
We
suit on
didn't-
with one of the little green dots on her head.
if you look at the metrics, after that episode was aired, the views spiked up tremendously.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's because of it's called outrage marketing.
Yeah. Bad. Any
Kanye,
press
we
is
missed
good
the whole
press.
Kanye conversation. I'm pretty sure we came to the end of that. You niggas need to stop calling Kanye fucking crazy. Just let that nigga be Kanye. He's always been that same nigga. He's always a man of controversy. He's always gonna be at the center of the controversy. But I don't think he's doing it because he's crazy. I just think that nigga's just consistently Kanye. So
One
let that
last
nigga
thing.
be. Oh, go ahead. And then we'll get into your marketing. Outrage marketing.
One last thing. He hasn't. I didn't hear him say anything that y'all old ass fucking history teachers didn't say it about Hitler
Can we address
in
that real fast?
11th and 12th grade.
Can we address that real fast? Because
So-
Kanye said something, and I don't think niggas understand, like, Now, I'm not saying I'm a fan of Hitler. I'm not saying I'm a fan of the Nazi. I'm not saying I'm a fan of the Holocaust or anything like that. Okay? I'm making that soundbite first, but I'm probably going to just chop up what I'm about to say next because that's going to be the soundbite that I want. But Kanye was talking about how everybody has something to contribute, even Hitler. And
People-
Penrose argued this on Protest and Riot all the fucking time. Hitler is still recordedly one of the greatest military strategists of all time, as far as war is concerned.
As well as politician,
I actually have a
beg to
quote
argue.
for you.
As well as politician, I would probably beg to argue.
That's the big story right there. But as far as politicians, because you know how black people are with Obama.
I mean, but did he win?
Speaker.
I mean,
Speaker.
I mean,
Clearly.
look who has a higher body count. Look at Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great.
Conversations they're not ready for.
We
You know
hail
that.
them as who?
Oh, I know.
I mean,
We revered them.
Because Genghis Khan is one of the homies. He
got
Crazy.
also got
he got
5% of the current population has this man's DNA.
I'm saying, like,
You know
like
what
that's-
that means.
Telling you.
That man did this. Literally.
Literally, he shot up every club.
With 100% efficiency rate.
Belgium King Leopold II. He's the reason why Australia looks like Australia. There are no brown people there because of him.
Damn.
Everybody, I mean, the trade-off ain't worth it. But he's right. Everybody has something to offer because, like, there are things that military leaders use to date that came from the ideals of Hitler.
Yeah, bro.
Our moon landing, thanks. NASA, scientists, medical, surgical procedures.
Bruh, let's not talk about the contribution. And again, we're not supporting the Nazis here. We're just
Operation Paperclip.
What
America supported the Nazis far before Kanye did.
Yeah.
Conversations they're not ready for, okay?
Oh.
If this episode wasn't called Streets of Consciousness 5, it'd be called LLC Twitter and Conversations America's not ready for.
I mean, hey, America also practiced genocide. We forgot.
Conversations America's not ready for.
They did forget because they shoot dice at their house instead of the Native Americans' house. So
True. That is true.
fucking idiots.
But nobody calling George Washington a fucking bad man.
Bruh, they would never, because he's one of our founding fathers. But they call Alexander Hamilton crazy. Neither here nor there. Conversation for another time.
Not that Creole bastard.
Yeah, right. And I was looking at, after that conversation started and sparked, I had to look back through the Nazi Rolodex to see like what the Nazis have actually created. Because if you know anything about history, you know like German Nazi scientists were some of the most profound scientists of their era.
These motherfuckers made crystal meth to make their soldiers super soldiers, basically. What are we saying? Like, they was on a sick one.
Like, I
got one better for you. Even on the other team, you batting for the J Squad. Einstein, he fled to America because of that directly. He gave us the atom bomb.
Yes. The amount of
Without
military...
atom bomb, no Nagasaki. Without Nagasaki, no Godzilla.
That's crazy.
All right. Hey, my man's hitting now.
The culture.
The German Nazis were the ones that actually invented Fanta. Let me point that out there for all you orange soda loving motherfuckers, okay?
Get the fuck out of here.
Bruh, look it up.
Johnny,
you looking it up?
They're invited to the cookout.
That's crazy.
And on that note, hail Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say all that.
Hey, bro.
At this point, we're just gonna go straight to the Patreon. See niggas lit up. No, they gave us Fanta. They gave us the Volkswagen Beetle. A whole bunch of missiles and aircraft. Yeah, they gave us Volkswagen. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. He got.
They had a role to play. We
got
could have went without one of their roles, but we needed Fanta.
Bro, he got a whole country.
Out of everything, Fanta was the reason why it was okay.
Fanta was the one thing that I'd be like, you know, not thank God for the Nazis, but like
it was a necessary
respect.
evil. That was a necessary evil.
We're kidding, guys. This is comedy style. We don't support the Nazis. We do support fans, however. But we do not support the Nazis or Hitler.
Or, bruh, yeah, the people that couldn't, again, the people that couldn't, like, the people that took from it what they wanted to take from it.
Oh, you mean like everybody does all the time?
Yeah. Like
slavery?
Like, you can't, you people can't say.
Fuck your credit.
You people can't say thanks for, you people can't, like, herald World War II and all this shit for, like, and America for all the feats that it accomplished and everything in World War II, and then not say, like, the person that made World War II happen, like, wasn't. Yeah, I don't get it.
We can still talk about how bad Hitler was, but critical race theory is a thing, right? Right? That's how
it is.
And you're also talking to some of the same people.
Oh, I know. Weird, ain't it? God damn.
Very true. We must teach this.
What is it, Quentin?
Now, I'm saying you're also talking to some people who do Civil War reenactments, but only reenact the winning battles of their losing team.
That's also what I was gonna say, fam. Like, yo, what is up with all these South supporters, fam? You like, come on, fam. Like, it's the same thing.
These motherfuckers pulled Kanye out of the wax museum, but we're still trying to get rid of the Confederate flag. I mean, the fucking Confederate statues.
Yeah, the rebel. It's a rebel flag. I'm a rebel. It doesn't mean the same thing.
But Kanye rebels, and we pull him out of a wax museum,
bruh.
And shut off his Apple Pay.
Not the Apple Pay.
Wow. Yeah, that's petty. When you shut off the Apple Pay, that's petty. Yeah. But that's where we are, and we'll maybe dive into that in the Patreon. But yeah, because we say body free niggas. We don't get these 3 topics, but I had to get that Kanye bag out. And the Nazi bag. Also, we respect fans around here. But we do not support the Nazis. And we like military strategy, but we do not support Hitler. Is that fair?
Yeah, no. Fuck that nigga. He always
Volkswagen.
We don't own any Volkswagens around here, but we like cars on roads.
I used to have as much punching power as the other two, but okay.
Like cars on roads. We do like cars on roads.
We do like cars on roads. Shout out to you, single dog moms with your Nissan Rogues. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this plug of the week, and I'm gonna say bye to you free niggas. Get my 2 kicks and a hug out. And yeah, for this episode plug of the week, one of my favorite fucking performers from Girani's Coffee Shop. Tune in every Thursday, 6:30 to 8. We live streaming on YouTube. One of my favorite performers, if y'all know Butu, this is his younger sister finally coming out, starting her own music and everything like that. And she comes to open mic all the time and performs some of our favorite songs. So you should definitely tune in. And if you've watched one of our open mics, you definitely have heard her sing. But Sanaya Nicole, with her amazing song, Dependence, is our SoundCloud playlist plug of the week for this week. And as always, it'll be in the SoundCloud playlist plug of the week for Volume 3. And yeah, that's all I got. Enjoy.
You to love me. I can't depend on friends to warn me. And time gon' tell if they gon' judge me. All I know is I had to love me. Love me, love me, love. Trust me, trust me. learning more as I do my own thing. I'm not gonna fight no more. I don't need to fit in anymore. I don't wanna cry no more. I've cried too much before. Now my eyes are sore, and I'm not going back. Ooh, I can't depend on you to love me. I can't depend on friends to warn me. And time gon' tell if they gon' judge me. All I know is I had to love me. Love me, love me, love. Trust me, trust me, yeah. Love me. I need some time to repair. I need help for myself. Heal me, free me. I say, love me. Don't know if I say, love me. I say, heal me. I say, free me. Repair myself. I might need some help. To do this for me only. I have to learn how to just love me.
Tonight, Nicole, ladies and gentlemen, that woman, she's very fucking talented. Shout out to
That
her
was fire.
for that amazing fucking song. It's more entertaining live, so tune into the live stream when we don't know Mike. Shameless plug. But yes, for our SoundCloud playlist plug of the week for episode 74, that was Dependence by, or hashtag Love Me by Sanaa Nicole. So go to her SoundCloud, give her a like, show her some support, because she's coming out with a lot of music this month, actually, and leading into next year. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to give my 2 kicks and a hug and say bye to you free niggas so we can get into this Patreon. And we're going to speed round everybody's topics, 10 minutes on each topic.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless you think your shit's going to take longer. Doesn't matter.
No.
I show my rules. So, as for my 2 kicks and a hug, shout out to the men that don't wipe their ass properly because they think rubbing their own rim is homosexual. Dumb bitches love you. Shout out to the women that gag at the thought of swallowing, but got baby daddies they don't fuck with. Dumb niggas love y'all. And shout out to the black people that separate. Simple as that. People that know how to separate your favorites craft from your favorites ideals. Okay, I'm not saying that R. Kelly can shake my daughter's hand, but he can sing at her wedding. So, and Kanye can still rap at my funeral. So, we love you. With all that being said, you guys know how I usually tell you that I'm the bus driver. And I'm not the type of bus driver that, calls your parents or writes you paperwork or anything like that. I just pull up to your stop, look back at you through the mirror, and say, get the fuck off. This is your stop. Peace free, niggas. Sins and woes.